Hey, what's going on, everybody, and good morning. So today, well, first off, I'm Sam. I'm sure you guys already know that. So today, I'm going to read a little bit. I started doing like these book readings on Facebook, and then I started doing them on my Facebook page now. And so I'm going to start doing like a reading there, and then like a reading here as well. But basically, this morning I'm going to be doing a reading from my book, Jericho's Journey, a journey of self-discovery through progression. And today I'm going to be reading It's a Circle. Just kind of going through this book, kind of read it along you guys. So that way, just in case anybody's feeling down or anybody's feeling a certain type of way, maybe it'll hit you a little different, help you guys out or something. So I'm going to start it. And yeah, feel free to follow along. If not, no worries. I know reading is boring for some people. So here we go. And if you guys don't already, here's what it looks like. It's a circle. Boom. So let's get started. And if you guys want a copy of this, it's on Amazon for like $10. So, all right. Sorry. We'll just get started. So it's a circle. Like a circle, it goes on forever. It's not like a triangle. Triangle have corners. It's like a circle. Rob Snyder. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Growing up, I always wondered what the meaning of life was. Perhaps you've experienced the same curiosity, and that's why you've opened this book in the first place. One thing I realize now, though, is that regardless of the number of stories I've heard or experiences I've had, or even the knowledge I've acquired, I've come to the notion that it all has come down to one recurring theme. There's a middle ground to it. It's the reason people of status can become successful, and why the person that came from nothing can receive that same form of success. Or why someone with little to nothing can remain so happy all the time as if nothing shakes them. I have broken these commonalities down into easily digestible principles that can always be referenced back to. First, let's begin with the concept of cycles. The water cycle is the cycle of processes by which water circulates between the Earth's oceans, atmosphere, and land, involving precipitation as rain and snow, drainage in streams and rivers, and returns to the atmosphere by evaporation and transpiration. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and some other organisms use sunlight to synthesize foods from carbon dioxide and water. Photosynthesis in plants generally involves the green pigment chlorophyll and generates oxygen as a byproduct. The life cycle, the series of changes in the life of an organism, including reproduction. The four seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. These are just a few examples of different cycles that are a part of everyday life. There's also actual recycling as well, the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. I'm sure we can reach a consensus that cycles are everywhere, and they are constantly working in different ways within our everyday life. The main point is, until I reached this full understanding that cycles are what life consists of, that's when I was able to realize that everything comes down to pattern recognition. The patterns are what allow differentiation to the fact that nothing is permanent. Think about it. You can map out the next part of a cycle because it's always constant. It's what happens within that. It's within that's decided whether it's beautiful or not. That's subjective. The constant of patterns themselves, though, don't change, and the flow of cycles don't alter, but perspective within them can. So when you realize that, you soon figure out that the power of contrast is what keeps us ready for the storms that arise and maintains our presence when the calm is upon us. Being able to know this off the cuff keeps you ahead of the curve. The reason why it's so important to know this is because, much as Jericho has, the way that I've lived life has been very painfully dedicated to the faith that there has always been something better to come. I've never had the correct guidance, and so I lived life through trial and error. Adversity has always been my mentor. After my breakthrough moment in life where I almost lost everything, I finally began to try and simplify what I could. Even through the years, I stumbled upon a framework directly relating to cycles. The fulfillment cycle is something that I believe in, and I think it gives everyone the ability to create sustainable gratitude for today, momentum for tomorrow, energy for the world, empathy for others, and awareness for ourselves. The main pillars in this cycle contain that of mental, physical, and spiritual health, relationships, and purpose. I believe focusing on these, you can cycle through and receive what I call baseline principles. Mental health gives us gratitude. Physical health gives us momentum. Spiritual health gives us better energy. Relationships grant us empathy for others. And purpose grants us awareness within ourselves. So why these specifically? Let me explain. My entire life has consisted of needing to recycle through all of these universal principles, and they have turned me from being ungrateful, very lost, and extremely manipulative to truly forgiving myself and being able to look in the mirror with acceptance are with the acceptance of the Father and the husband that I know that I want to be and continue to be. In every moment of every day, not only that, but utilizing gratitude, momentum, energy, empathy, and awareness has solidified what I want to do and become for the future. It's taught me to be present and be happy regardless of outcome or income. Life is about fulfillment within ourselves first, and that can only begin within each day. Slowly but surely, using progression to get where we need to go, we will not only take more action, but also take note and audit what works versus what doesn't. So let's really get into the secrets of how to create a fulfilling and abundant life from the inside out. We will begin first and foremost with a breakdown of all the purple clouds or villains that may be hovering over all of our heads and raining fire down upon us. Yeah, and then I think I'm going to start reading like different sections on these. Like, so I'm going to go through it like every Monday and Wednesday of like every week. And so, yeah, next one's going to be villains. That one's a little longer, so I'll go through all the villains and stuff, and then slowly but surely I'll just read different sections and stuff, and we'll just go through the book. You know what I mean? It's yeah. So appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate anybody who watches this over, and like I said, if you guys want to get a copy of the book, it's on Amazon for like $10. You can even get the Kindle version. I think it's like $5 or $4.99 or something like that. So whatever you guys want. Yeah, and then don't forget, there's a new podcast up right now. I think it's on frustration and anger. So if you're like feeling frustrated or angry, check that out. Also, there's a new article up on LinkedIn and a new blog. If you just go to the link in my bio, you can check it out. Yeah, new project on the way. I think that's it. But I hope everybody has a great day. I'm gonna go do a workout, and yeah, peace.